let's recap and make sure we know where we're at here. We're outside the kobold cave. We've just taken a short rest.
We're gonna rest 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In the previous episode, we met our party: the High Elf High Buddy, the Tiefling, Manvith Name, and the Gnome, Tryptophan. Together they stumbled across an evil plot to kidnap children, a mysterious link to a band of cultists, and after beating up some birds, they headed off into the woods and located the Kobold's Caves. Coming up on Episode 2, Murder, Mayhem, and Nudity on Heroes of Epic Proportions.
It's really great to be at your friend's house when you're playing D&D and he does a countdown before you can start talking.
All right. Welcome back to Heroes of Epic Proportions. This is Episode 2. Last we saw our heroes, they were standing outside of a cave after they had brutally murdered several kobolds.
We do have to get
and
these
each
kids.
other. Technically.
Was it brutal? I mean...
It was slaughtered some kobolds. Sorry, High slaughtered some kobolds.
Yeah,
There was
High
arrows going through spinal cords and necks.
Yeah, High is very, very proficient with that bow, despite only being a level 1 ranger. That's what happens when you max out your dex stat, and all of a sudden every arrow just flies exactly where you want it to be.
Yeah, it was pretty badass.
Anyway, you guys are sitting outside. There are dead kobolds on the ground.
I searched the bodies.
All right. You find some basic weaponry. Like, I'm trying to look here. I've got it. They all are carrying daggers and slings. Other than that, it's mostly like a loincloth and little baubles and like some meat and other little things that they would be carrying around. Nothing truly of value on these corpses.
I want to take a sling.
All right, take the sling.
Just in case I don't know if I'm probably not any good with it, but...
All right, I want you to
also have a crossbow.
Down... Well, he can sell it later if he doesn't want it as
Fair
well,
enough.
so...
I might, somebody might take my crossbow. I could just tell them the sling is a thong or something.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
All right, Al, I want you to just write this down because these are the stats for a sling.
Okay.
It's a 1d4 plus 2 bludgeoning. So if you were to use that weapon, you would roll the d4 and you would add plus 2, and it's considering bludgeoning damage. And you guys aren't really worried about piercing or bludgeoning or anything like that yet. There are some monsters that are going to be a lot more vulnerable to different types of attack, like an arrow is a piercing attack, all that sort of stuff. And
the other great thing about a sling is it doesn't need, there's rocks everywhere, so I can sling people with...
Yeah, I'm not going to, I'm going to assume that if you have a sling, you pick up, 5, 10 rocks, whatever, and have them on you just in your adventures. I'm not going to be like, Al, did you pick up a rock today?
I wish.
I mean, I was burning spells that had components listed, and we haven't done any of that.
That's true, we did not do components.
Well, that's actually because you guys each have, either an adventurer's kit, a priest kit, things like that, so I assume you have some of those components.
Oh.
Okay.
In another game, I actually had to purchase a bloodhound, though, to use one of my spells and keep him at my church so that I could constantly have access to bloodhound hair. Some people are more sticklers about it than I am.
Well, if you need a dog, that seems like it's pretty important.
Yeah, well, I don't need the dog to be with me, I just needed its hair. So there are some interesting things that happen with components. Like mage armor, you have to, crush a sapphire and, paste it all over yourself or something like that. I don't know.
That seems like it would take a while.
Sounds like a perfectly good waste of a sapphire.
Well, if it saves your life.
Fair enough. All right, so we're standing outside this cave. We have rested, yes?
If you guys would like to take a short rest, you can now.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea. I used one of my spells earlier, and I want to get that slot back. I believe I used Vicious Mockery. Oh, no, that was a cantrip, so it was Dissonant Whispers.
Yeah.
I've used most recently.
Each of you get one spell slot back. I don't think Hannah has spell slots. If you want to roll for HP, you take your hit die, which for Hannah, that would be a D10, and you would roll that, and that's the HP you get back from a short rest.
But you can't go over your max.
Yeah, you just get back to your baseline.
I forget which one's the D8.
D8 is the diamond one. Yeah.
There's several that look like diamonds.
I still maintain that Dissonant Whisper sounds like a George Michael song.
I got 8. Which is pretty good.
Guilty feet ain't got
I was already at max HP, though, so that does nothing for me.
7?
Nope.
I don't know what my max is.
It would be 10 plus your constitution, right, Tony?
Yeah, and the way I always write it down, on the character sheet, is I put my max HP in the top box, and then I put whatever I've damaged down to below
You're
it.
right. It was 11. I got knocked down to 3, though, so yay. I have a little bit.
You're up to 10.
We're number one! We're number one!
And also, You never have to tell the DM what you have, because my goal is honestly to kill you. I'm playing the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
So
You and Al.
if you're low, yeah, Al is the bad guy. But, like, I don't know if you guys knew this, but the entire series is going to be about how a bard tries to use rock and roll to take over the world.
It'd be amazing if Al's the big bad, the reveal.
Oh, it was me the whole time. And my power to
Anyway.
speak with small beasts.
I'm rolling a percentage die to see if you guys have your short rest. You do.
Yay!
Yeah, I was going to look
Otherwise-
around, but I decided not to. So I had to spice
Yeah.
things up.
All right, so you're sitting at the entrance of a cave.
I'm smart.
The entrance is about 15 foot wide, maybe about 10 feet tall. It's a pretty good-sized cave going into the rocks. You can see that there are candles lit inside, kind of sparsely, just enough to cover some of these trails. Are you guys ready to enter?
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, this is sort of a diversion here. Like, there's a dark god rising, and somebody stole a horse earlier, but I guess we
There's
can help
kids
to...
in there!
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you
but they're
think-
going to be
what do
dead
you think-
anyway if this dark god takes over the world.
What?
What do you think what do you think this is all part of? Do you think they're just taking kids for the sake of kids, or do you think there might be something more afoot?
I don't...
Well, thanks for the hint, Tony. I actually did not think about that. I just thought you were having us go through some random cave.
we don't,
All right,
there's
guys, we should
always a
definitely go
dark
into
god
this cave.
rising or something. It's not that big of a deal.
All right, there's
you-
probably some clues in here. I don't know why I think this, but this Incobulus character probably is influencing these guys. I don't believe in coincidence. This must be
I'm
connected.
not worried about Incobulus.
Also,
That is
that wasn't
not-
my character voice.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I was going to
the
say,
kids,
of
really.
all the people to break the character voice, Al, I just feel so hurt that it was you. I thought you would be all over this.
I'm more worried
right.
about the gnome. But... Okay, the gnome goes first. How's that?
I'm going first, guys. This has
You
been
have
fun so
any-
far, hasn't it?
How do we sneak?
You basically declare that you're sneaking and then roll a
I
die.
declare...
Bankruptcy!
I put on my tap shoes and stomp in as hard as I can.
Yeah.
I don't think you have tap shoes, but
No, you're right. I don't.
All right,
Like,
so
then
canonically,
you're
I do not have tap shoes.
I have a disguise
in my
kit. I
item
might have
list.
tap shoes.
Let me look at my. Yeah.
technically Hannah has minor illusion, so she probably could make it look like she had tap shoes, but with minor illusion you can't add the noise
We don't
of
actually want to have
shoes.
tap shoes. I think we can probably pin that down as a joke.
All right, so you guys enter the first chamber. You are sneaking.
Oh, do I, have
I
to
didn't roll my dice to sneak. Does everybody roll the same dice or different dice?
Everybody should roll their dice. And
Which
I
one?
believe that
I'm sorry, I
this
didn't hear
is-
which one it was.
It's always a D20 when you're trying to do stuff like
Okay.
this. And I'm trying to remember if it's Dex. I think it's Dex is the modifier you use with sneaking.
All right, I've got an
I
8.
got 10.
So,
16.
all right. So the only one that's being sneaky right now is the Tiefling.
I do
But-
have those tap shoes on, actually.
Yeah.
I try to sneak. It's like clack, clack.
Should I not be eating chips?
All right. So you guys enter the first chamber, and there's not a whole lot going on in here. Like, you do see that there are 2 tunnels. Roll a perception check.
That's D20.
5 again. Oh wait, is there a modifier in perception?
Yeah, it's your wisdom. So always
yeah,
add your
that's a
wisdom
7.
bonus to perception.
Right? Ugh, 6.
Al notices he's in a cave, as does Manwith.
I noticed my shoes are
You
broken.
said the dice plus the wisdom modifier? 21.
Yeah.
Go!
Okay. So
Go, Ranger, go.
High notices that off to the left there is sort of a breeze coming through behind a bunch of boxes, and that whenever you look over there, you can tell that there's actually a third cave that's going off to the left. So you've got 2 main caves, and then one that's kind of being hidden off to the left.
Okay, if I want to stop, take time, and really see what we can hear, and see, if I want to go as slow as possible, is that a roll, or is that like a?
That's mostly being sneaky and just taking your time going through this place, and so long as
Yeah,
I
is there
know
any
you're
sounds? Like, do we hear? Does High hear kobold, or the sounds of kobolds making merry or moving things around or anything, or is it just sort of quiet,
I guess also,
cave,
yeah.
drippy
I guess
sounds?
High would have heard that there's a little bit of some sort of resonant sound coming from what sounds like the main tunnel. It's almost like a humming or some sort of chorus going on, and it's kind of reverberating out from the main tunnel, but you can't really see it.
I'll sort of go into the meta here a bit. What I'm asking is if I want to sit here and roll until I get a high enough number to perceive things, do I actually sit here rolling until I get a high enough number, or can I say like I just take the time to really do it right?
I'm not a big fan of the whole like perception check. If someone in the party doesn't get that, which Hannah, do you tell them what you hear and what you see?
Yes.
Because you have to do that. Okay.
No.
She just hangs back and lets us do whatever.
Well, the thing is, High Buddy kind of like has this air of superiority about him. So like I could see him being like, they don't need to know. But I could also see being like, well, maybe they'll survive if I tell them.
Or maybe send the gnome into the middle passage.
Yeah, that's true.
I kind of want to go in the middle passage, honestly. It sounds like that's where the happening stuff's at.
All right. If you want to go into the middle passage,
I mean,
you are
not by
allowed to,
myself. I'm just saying to the other people in the group,
I'm
it
down.
would be nice to explore that humming area. But
All right.
I guess, can we move the boxes and see like if we can see anything immediately behind there?
They're just normal boxes. They're not like giant things.
Well,
so
I'm not. I'm just saying like I move the boxes and I look.
All right.
Do I see anything back there? Does like a trap spring out and get me or
No,
something?
there's no trap. You just see that there's kind of it's about maybe 4 foot high, 3 foot wide, like tunnel that's been carved out of the rocks.
Okay.
And basically it goes into darkness, but because you're a gnome and you have dark vision, you can see that
I
it's
have
just
dark
kind
vision.
of...
Sorry.
I think all of you might have dark vision.
I'm
I'm
the
not
one who
sure.
moved the boxes, Joe.
Oh, I do have dark vision.
Let me use
I
my
do
dark
too.
vision.
Yeah, so all of you guys don't even need torches for this stuff.
I
Like
was
the
gonna
way
say,
dark
Tony
vision...
put candles all in this cave just in case, but we don't need them.
Well, like
It's lit up
there's
like
not,
day in here for us.
there's not a lot of candles. You're just kind of seeing a few candles that would be like so somebody wouldn't like stumble over like certain rocks or things like that. Like it's not lit up like Skyrim style where an ancient tomb has 3,000 torches.
Like Dark Souls.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Wait,
do you want to?
Wait,
All right.
sorry. Is Al still doing things?
You guys
I was just trying to
can have
look
a
in this tunnel. I don't know if I should roll a perception check for that or.
basically you're seeing all that there is in the tunnel because it is just a tunnel.
Okay. I vote that we go down the
Tunnel have a
main.
mood. What is the tunnel's aura?
Well, there's
You do-
nobody in there. Like it doesn't. I don't know if there's a curve to the left or to the right, or if it looks like it sort of meets up with these other tunnels. Or
You can see that after about 10 feet, it turns to the right.
okay.
So you guys can discuss amongst yourselves what you want to do next, or you can barrel ahead. It's all up to you.
Do we want to explore or kill?
I mean, I think exploring will involve killing.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
there's...
I think we're gonna find some stuff to kill. I say I'm a pretty small person. What if I reconnoiter down this little tunnel area here?
You could reconnoiter down it, too. Reconnoiter.
Yeah.
So you're wanting to quietly go down the tunnel and see what you
Yeah.
see?
Let me roll. Can I roll another sneak for this one, or am I still using my 6?
You can roll another sneak,
All right. I got what is that plus dex?
plus your dex.
Okay, I got 17.
All right, so you are very quiet going down this hallway.
All right. So I'm just gonna go up to the turn and see if there's anything that I can see up there to start with.
There is nothing at the turn. You see that it goes for what you would estimate to be about 60, 70 feet.
All right. Man, I don't want to get too far away from the group on my own. That seems like a bad move. I'll go back and say, hey, look, I think the way I'm envisioning this tunnel sort of runs parallel to the larger tunnel, sort of heading towards the same features. And I've got, like, maybe that can come in handy later, but I think we should all sort of head up the center tunnel.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
my
follow,
vote.
I'll follow the gnome if he gives the all clear.
Okay, can I hang back like
Okay.
a little bit so like I can, if something dangerous happens to them, like they get pounced or something, I kind of have an advantage.
Yeah, like
Work that boat.
you can definitely hang back. What are you gonna say for like 10 feet, something
Yeah.
like that? Okay. And you guys, if you are ready, you can proceed down the middle tunnel, or you can go down any of the other two.
Which one had music?
The middle tunnel is the one that's kind of reverberating. Like it's not like true
And I'm all
music.
about
it's like
that.
sort of a chanting like rhythmic thing going on.
I think that sounds rocking. I'm like, we got a concert going on down here.
There might be snacks.
Say what you want about these kobolds, but man, can they make some music? All right, so I'm
All
going
right.
down the tunnel. I hope you guys are behind me.
I'm backing up the gnome, but I am behind the gnome.
I guess I'm sneaking still,
all behind him.
though. I will
Yeah.
roll another sneak for this tunnel. That was the same as the last one. That's a 17.
All right. And Joe, do you want to roll a sneak? Or roll 2 sneak?
That's not as good. That's a
Well,
7.
All right. Well, you guys start walking down, and like you're trying to be quiet, but you do scuffle some rocks. You don't really hear anything too crazy happen, though. The music is starting to get louder as you go down the chamber, and whenever you can see a large opening at the end, it opens into a clearing, and you see green torches surrounding a diamond-shaped altar. Inside there are 4 dragonborn priests that are chanting around a single child laid out on the altar.
That's me. Oh, wait, no. I'm demon
Or
born.
cultists, not priests.
Right.
You're tiefling.
Yes.
Dragonborn are slightly different.
Yes. Roger. Roger that.
Somebody had sex with a dragon, not a demon.
Got it. Your mom.
So they're doing some kind of ritual here?
Yes.
All right.
And they-
By the way,
they
the
seem to
torches
be-
have boric acid in them. That's what's turning them green.
Yeah, or magic, or both.
Oh, okay. I just listen. I just googled what turns flames green, so give me this one.
I believe you could also accomplish that with a type of copper salts, but we're not on the chemistry. Like,
Listen, guys, I took some chemistry back at the.
What is happening?
It was an elective at Bard School, and
no, dude, I totally get it. I love chemistry. I love fireworks. I love it all. All right.
pretty sure
Thunder
they've got a
come out of your
boric acid
hands an hour ago. You think I really think
vein
like,
down
there's
here.
other ways for these things to turn green? I think.
All right.
Man,
So
what do you guys think? Okay, guys,
know.
do you think
I'm
that
scared.
would be better to let them do their business here?
are you whispering?
Yeah, but it's really hard to whisper in the high pitched voice, Tony.
Okay, I'm just making sure. This is a character moment.
What's going on? No, I'm not doing that, Tony. You got one Dragonborn, huh?
I don't know what's going on with Trifini. No.
Trifina.
Trifina.
No, I'm whispering. So
Tiefling.
yeah, so they're trying to. I don't know. I mean, he's not dead.
No, the
Not
child is
resurrecting
definitely
him.
not dead. You
Okay.
can do a perception check if you want to see more of what's happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a perception check. Let's see if I see anything.
for the
I don't
record.
see anything.
Let's not cast Thunderwave.
That's a 2.
There is a child down there. I am
but he's
behind
a-
you.
I mean,
With a 2, you basically are sitting there and like you get this really good idea for a song stuck in your head, and you're like you just can't get it out. You're kind of blank to the world right now.
it goes something like this. Dun, dun, dun,
I got an 8.
dun. I'm like strumming it on my lute, just really quietly.
All right, Hannah, what did you get?
She's 10
wait,
feet back
plus
too.
what?
Don't forget
What?
that.
Plus your wisdom.
15 and 3, 18.
All right. So
Plus
you
my
know
wisdom, I got a 4, by the way, but it still doesn't matter. It wasn't any good.
This is something you probably could have gotten with a 10 because it's just like in line of sight. You're not trying to notice anything. But you see what looks to be the main cultist because he's got a nicer robe. He's got like a chain around his neck with some sort of emblem. He raises what looks to be like a very fat, putrid rat over the child and just stabs right into the belly of the rat and
Oh no, that
spills
rat!
all the blood and guts. And like within seconds, you're just washed over with this horrifying smell. Just putrid, awful stench. The kid starts crying.
Can we have like a signature move called Cannonball where I throw the gnome into a fight?
I wanted. Yes. Well, no, we can't because of the kid. Apparently, we're not supposed to kill the kid.
I
Joe.
would prefer it if we didn't.
What, like, maybe you could cast, after you throw me, you could cast a healing thing on, or protection on him?
Well, what are you gonna do? Explode?
Well, yeah, I was gonna use
Thunderwave as soon as he
Thunderwave.
lands.
I didn't add that. I just wanted to throw you into the middle, sort of shake
Oh, I
things
thought
up
it was
a bit.
actually a good idea.
I mean, it's
If it
It's
wasn't
not
for
the-
the kid, I would be 100% on board with that.
all right. Some quick basics on combat. If somebody doesn't notice that you are there, you actually do get a bonus attack. So if you were to use your bonus action to throw Al in there so he could have a spell ready and attack, it would be before they could react. It's something that can work, but you're also throwing something very squishy into a group of 4 people. So you have to be very careful about that sort of thing.
Well, yeah, so also I'd be using 2 spells. Like, I would have to, the attack would be a spell, so also that would be cure wounds, which wouldn't, If I kill the kid...
Don't cast Thunderwave!
Fine. What about the ranger taking out the main guy with her bow and arrow?
Yeah.
Hi, buddy. Hi. Oh, that's also your name. Listen, you haven't done a lot of talking on this trip here. I don't really know what your deal is exactly.
You're whispering all this?
What?
Yes, I'm whispering still.
Oh, just
You guys
be
can
more
also,
direct. Like I hold up 3 fingers and then I'm like this one and I point at the.
I want to get Hi Buddy's backstory. I want to form a bond here, okay?
I mimic shooting a bow and arrow at her.
Can you make that shot?
Yeah. Yes?
Right.
That does not sound like a super confident high elf, I gotta say.
I mean, he
I was
said
really
that
expecting you to be a little bit more
He
uppity.
said we're pretty darn close. I'd imagine that I can.
Doesn't Hannah have a bear?
I have a bear?
Come
Wait, I
on,
have a
Hannah.
bear?
I'm expecting...
That can happen
Oh.
later at level 3. You can get beast mastery and all this other stuff, and have a bear that could be the tank for the party or whatever.
How do I know 8 spells?
You can even give
I'm
him
so
armor.
confused.
You could name him Herbie
Aww.
or whatever
Barry,
you want.
the bear.
I just want Hannah to get into character and be like, yeah, I can hit him from here.
But I don't know
Stupid
for
gnome.
certain if I can because the magic.
You
invisible dice-
still act like you can. You gotta fake it till you make it, Hannah.
Hannah, you are very accurate with your bow.
Okay.
So if
It
you
is true for what we've seen.
Also, you guys can prep. Like, if you are wanting to do a sneak attack right now while they are distracted, you guys can all prep an action so that you get a free turn before the melee actually starts.
Even without Thunderwave, I'm still on board with you throwing me in here, Joe.
That sounds like fun.
All right,
right.
so if you want to throw the gnome in there, Al, what action do you want to have ready for right when you land in front of him?
I've got me a short sword, so I guess I'll just slash the nearest guy in the neck.
Oh, we'll see if you can actually hit them in the neck. But if that's what you want to do, like
Well, yeah,
Joe,
I'm gonna aim for the neck. I mean, yeah.
That's me then. I mean, once you land, you ain't hit anyone's neck. You're a gnome.
the only problem with
I have
this
to throw
idea,
you past
Joe,
their neck.
As I'm flying through the air, I hit their neck.
Yeah, I mean, how else are you gonna do it?
if you do this, this will count as your movement phase for Joe. You can still do one action, like if you wanted to cast like Sacred Flame or something like that, like you can still do that, but you can't move any further forward. Your movement action is essentially just throwing Al.
That should be
I do
fine.
also have a crossbow. I could make a ranged attack along, like me and Hannah could coordinate something.
You have a sling too. I also have a crossbow.
How many cultists are we looking at?
You're looking at 3 standard cultists and 1 arc
Oh, that's not
cultist.
that many.
Yeah, why don't we just do do sort of synchronized sniper thing and take 3 of them out? Hannah get the big guy, and me and Joe aim for
Separate
the
individuals. Separate or
pick
same?
somebody.
This is all you guys.
I know. Separate or same, Al?
But no, we're aiming at separate people,
Okay.
hoping to maximize damage.
But minimize people downed.
Yeah.
That's possible,
You may
too.
not be able to kill them in one hit. That
Al
all
just
depends on
assumes
the
at
dice.
this point. It's like, oh, I just kill everyone I look at, right? This is easy.
That's true.
I mean, it seems smarter to try to hit more people, even if it's not doing the most damage, because if we're all
Yeah,
focusing
because
on
it
one
seems like it would
person, there's
enrage
still 3
them.
healthy people.
Yeah, but what if one of them's a healer? Did you learn
If they
anything
run over
from
here, I
MMOs?
can run.
Is there a way
yeah.
to find out if one of them is a healer?
You can't really tell if they're like clerics or not. They're all carrying daggers and they're all in robes and everything. They honestly look to you more like warlocks than they do like clerics or anything.
Ooh.
But they
Are
might.
these still kobolds though?
No, these are dragonborn.
Oh, okay. I thought the kid was a dragonborn.
No, these are cultists that are dragonborn, and because kobolds are draconic, they were kind of the slaves working for the dragonborn inside.
My bad. I was googling boric acid while you were talking about that.
Shocking.
No, it's all right. All right, so if you guys would like to do this, you can also go back and see if there's anything you like, if you want to try the other tunnel, or if you want to just go for it from right here. That is entirely your choice. I think that the sneak round will probably go well for you guys, but that's just because
You're
these
supposed to be
guys
trying to
are
kill
very
us.
distracted. I know, I'm just saying, from my perspective, they are distracted right now. This is a good moment for a sneak attack. If you want to take the direct approach, either one will work.
Sneak attack. I vote
right.
sneak attack. I vote everybody long range crossbows. Hit them.
All right, I want you guys to roll for initiative real quick.
All right, that's d20s. Well, I didn't mean to... Yeah, that's an 11.
D20 plus your dex.
Dex. I'm sorry, that's a 14.
24.
All right, so
7.
somebody's excited.
What are we rolling for?
Initiative.
Initiative to see the battle order. All right, and what did you get, Joe?
7.
7. All right. Joe is not excited. Hannah's very excited.
Allergies. They're killing me.
I'm rolling to see what they get. This is just going to be for afterwards. You guys still get your bonus turn. So that's going to be 15. So it's going to be... They're going to go right after Hannah and before Al. But this entire turn is just you guys. So, since Hannah got the high score, what would you like to do?
Aim for the largest one.
All right. So you would need to roll a d20.
And do I add anything to it?
Your dex. I believe you're at a +5 there.
Okay, and 12.
All right. So you got a total of 12.
Yeah, total.
It's Hannah's first
That
bad
actually, that actually misses. Like it is, a 13 would hit, and I'm not supposed to tell you that
Yeah,
Seriously.
why do you keep telling us these things?
because I'm used to being a player, not a DM.
Fair enough.
This
Can
is
I
my
shift
second
my
time
aim now
DMing.
that I know that she missed and shoot at that guy too?
Yeah, you can.
I was like, it seems like if there's anybody who's real dangerous, it's going to be him. I'm rolling d20 as well. Doesn't matter. I got a 5.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so that's the second arrow that just blasts past this guy.
We're screwed.
Joe,
He's like one of those circus girls on the wheel, just shooting all around him.
all right, Joe.
I got a 14.
What were you trying to use?
My crossbow.
Oh, I didn't know you had a crossbow.
Yep, we all... I think most of us
Do you have
crossbows.
weapon proficiency in that?
Oh.
I'm gonna do one thing that's going to change your whole world, and I'm gonna have you cast a cantrip called Sacred Flame. I don't want to railroad you, but this is how clerics fight.
No,
This-
you can't do that.
Fine,
Yeah.
you can fire a crossbow, but
Would
you
you
are
like
at
to be the
disadvantage.
cleric and I'll be the DM, sir?
All right, so you have whatever you don't have a weapon proficiency, you have to take disadvantage. So you have to roll a d20,
Well, hang on, I'm
and
looking up
then
my weapon
roll a
proficiency.
second d20, and you have to take the lower number.
Well, I didn't. Do I not have? Do I have weapon proficiency?
I didn't look. I just thought you did because that seems like something a bard would have.
Simple.
Proficiencies, simple weapons, hand
simple
crossbows.
weapons.
Yeah, so if you can do simple weapons, you aren't at disadvantage.
That's what I thought. It was in my starter kit as a cleric.
All right, so take your shot, sir.
I did.
What did you get?
14.
14 will hit. Now, what's the what do you roll for damage on your?
Man, I have no
Alright.
idea.
Or
I don't usually use my
Al,
crossbow. I'm a cleric, but
Yeah, Al, do you have that written down, like the crossbow damage?
didn't know we
I
had
don't
a
have
crossbow.
damage. I had spell save DC written down from last week.
All right, I'm just looking it up real quick.
simple range, crossbow light, 1d8 piercing.
All right, so you would roll a d8 and then add your dexterity to it.
Just for the record, my dexterity has a 0 bonus, so that's not gonna... 4.
Yeah. All right, so this one kind of hits him in the leg. He takes 4 damage and looks very, very, very pissed off.
Yeah, I'm pissed off at my teammates.
All right, Hannah, you got another chance.
Oh,
Yep, Hannah, it is your
Okay.
turn.
I don't think the DM's supposed to tell us what order the roll is
No,
is
I'm
in.
supposed to. You have to know initiative. So
you said it's the...
That's not really a big
I don't know
thing.
that I should be able to plan ahead and be like, well, if you don't hit him, then they're going to get to attack us.
no, that's that's part of the whole game. You can
Okay.
react with your turn. That's
It's
fine.
the dice plus...
Never
What
mind.
again?
Also, remember, it's the dice plus your dex modifier, which is +5. So anytime you're rolling to hit right now, you are using a +5.
Okay, 18.
That'll definitely hit. And now
Go.
I believe it's a D10.
Oh,
Hit it.
which
Like-
one's...
It's your
Go,
it's your bow.
hi, buddy, go.
So this will be your bow.
Wait, which one?
Ooh, that's Marshall.
The weird, 5-sided diamond one, I think.
Oh, wait. Oh,
The one
And
that has a
that's-
0 on it.
one that has a 0 on it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I think I see the wonky... Oh, the one that
what
has
is she using?
Okay, I think I...
Are you using a longbow?
Yes.
That's 1d8. That's the diamond.
All right, so yeah, that's 1d8. So it's
that's
the
not the
diamond
one that has a zero on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the 1d8.
That's the two
this
pyramids
one.
stuck to bottom together.
Okay. Alright, 6.
Plus
yes.
5.
So 11.
Damn.
All
It's
right,
11.
so that goes to 11.
I know that one.
I'm just trying to get her the habit of it. This guy looks extremely damaged. Like, you just put one right into his lungs. He's kind of like, he's all right, or he's alive, but he is severely
This
bloodied.
kid's getting PTSD.
Bloodied. Yeah.
Still alive.
All right, so now it's their turn. So you see all 4 cultists just kind of like turn, just freaked out because arrows went flying and missing, and then all of a sudden their leader is almost dead, and they all charge towards you. All right. Oh, so it's Al is closest, and so is Joe. So they're going to take... All right. 3 of these guys are the normal attackers. So 2 of them are going to attack Al. 1 is going to attack Joe.
I'd like to... I think I have the ability right now to give people their bardic inspiration. I want to say once,
is that a
within
reaction?
10 minutes. No, it's just something you add to your ability roll.
But
Yeah,
I
but how
think
are you
you have
doing
to
that?
declare that beforehand unless it's
not
a
your
bonus
turn.
action. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You use a bonus action on your turn. Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. So, what's your AC, Al?
A armor class 15.
All right. So, 1 is going to hit you. What's your AC, Joe? It's 15, right? Or 14?
12.
All right. So, only 1 attack misses. So you guys are both going to take some damage. That's just a scimitar.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah. All right, let me get some dice out here. All right. Ooh, those were bad rolls. So, Al, you're going to take 2 damage. Joe, you're going to take 3 damage. The other one missed, and now, this is for the head cultist who is on his last legs walking over, trying to murder you with his blade. And he misses. So that's actually going to do it for their turn right now.
Okay.
It is Al. The kid is whimpering, covered in rat blood.
Can I take my bonus action first and give Joe the bardic inspiration?
Yeah, bonus action can be done
D6.
It really doesn't matter what order you do these in, so long as
Okay.
I just know that you're not taking extra actions.
Right. And then so they're within striking distance,
They are right up at you.
and they're taller than me. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything fancy I want to do, or if I'm just gonna hack at them with my short sword. Try to cut their knees off or whatever.
Can't you strum them to death or something?
I mean, I do have Dissonant Whispers, which I cast last episode.
If you want to cast something you're taking a chance that there's more stuff in the cave, but you're also in a pretty big situation where there's 4 people trying to murder you right in front of you.
Yes.
Also, if you guys need to talk as characters to each other to talk strategy or anything, or talk shit to the people here, that is a free action. You can do as much of that as you want.
I know about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, talking is always a free action. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use Dissonant Whispers
It's New Hampshire's
on
flag.
any not the main guy. I think he's about Joe's gonna.
Joe's gonna probably bless or bane.
Okay, in that case, I'll use my short sword on the really bloodied head cultist.
All right. So you try to swing at him.
Right. Is that a D20?
Do it
Yeah,
in
it's
your
a
voice.
D20.
I got a... What is it? Plus Dex?
It's plus strength whenever it's a melee weapon.
I got a 6.
All right, so you miss.
Have at me, apparently.
Wow.
You did get your bardic inspiration though. Did you put that on Joe or
I put
did you
that on Joe because I knew he
everybody?
was next.
Okay, so Joe, it is now your turn.
I guess if I'd given it to myself, I could have rolled a D6 and added, but that wouldn't have been.
Yeah, you still needed to break. Oh, I can't tell you what their
Yep.
AC is.
No, don't tell me.
All right, I'm gonna bless us. Bless us, everyone.
Bless is a really cool spell for you guys. So, Joe, do you want to read it out, or do you want me to tell them?
Well, with the sprinkling of holy water, I bless up to 3 creatures of my choice within range, so that's the whole party. Whenever a target makes an attack on us, or we need to make a saving throw, we can roll a d4 and add that number to us. And that's not a one-off thing. That's that's for a minute.
Yeah, so that is 10 turns, because technically each one of these turns lasts about 6 seconds.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So if this fight isn't over,
for the
if
next...
fight lasts for 10 turns, then...
All right, and Joe, if you want to, I know it probably won't matter for this one, but if you want to just put a tally mark after every round that, your turn comes up from here on out for the fight.
Does that count as 1?
Yes.
I don't fully understand what this does. We're adding...
Basically, you take
like
a
yours.
D4. Yeah, it's like Bardic Inspiration. Take your D4.
Okay. And add
and
it
then,
to attacks
and then you
stuff?
roll it. Yeah, you roll a D4 and the D20. I just rolled an 8 plus 3, so that would be an 11. The plus 3 was from the D4.
Okay.
So, lots of things to add.
It's like Bardic Inspiration, except I can affect more people.
And it's a smaller
than
dice.
And it lasts more than 1 turn.
Cool.
All right.
But it's smaller dice.
And so they look a little bit annoyed that all of a sudden you're glowing a little bit. It's all good.
They're all wet. Hooray!
And Hannah, it is now your turn.
Good.
Was that in character?
Yeah.
Yeah, the High Elf is a lot like Jerry Lewis, more than I expected. I was not expecting slapstick humor. It's a weird High Elf.
Did I kill the one guy that I shot through the lungs?
Nope.
No, he's got
I
1
tried
HP.
I tried to finish him off for you, and that did not work out for me.
So you've got 3 perfectly healthy people in front of you, some dragonborns, and then 1 dude who's literally about to die. If you sneezed on him, he might die.
They're still a couple feet away from her, though, because she did hang back and they're in front of us.
You're 10 feet back, so you don't have to worry about getting hit right now.
Can I try to the healthiest one that's closest to me? If I could try to hit him.
All right. Those 3 are all pretty much the same.
Okay.
They're carbon copies of each other. So
Okay.
Weird.
do you want to hit the one that's in front of Al or Joe?
Which one of y'all is weakest?
Joe's hurt a little
Okay, I'll
worse.
shoot the one in front of
hurt, I
Joseph.
think.
All right.
He got hit worse. I don't know what his hit points are to start with, so maybe...
I don't want to tell Tony.
I know, I don't either.
Alright, you said plus dex? Alright, 15.
Plus,
Oh.
and roll your D4. I guess it doesn't matter. You hit him.
Yay.
So roll your D8.
Okay, D8. 6.
Yep. Plus 5.
Yep.
So that's 11 again. And you just straight up put an arrow through this dude's brain.
Hey, you're welcome.
He falls... he drops his weapon, falls over,
I don't think
and
he can hear
gives
you.
just a little twitch. Just he's dancing. Anyway, now it is their turn.
No!
All right, so the one that is aiming for... Oh, 2 are aiming for Al now, and the one that was aiming for Joe is dead. All right, both of those guys actually missed because your armor's decent, Al. That was actually really close. That was very close to both hitting. And then the one that's almost dead is going to roll.
How did he get almost dead?
That's
first
the head
arrows.
guy. Yeah, the
I
first
thought he
arrows.
was dead. I thought
No,
he
he's-
hit it.
He literally
He's staggering
has one...
around with this arrow in his brain, like...
No,
The arrow
one
to the
that...
brain died.
Yeah, he died. The one that... The head cultist... Yeah,
okay.
Hannah chose a different target because you guys were being attacked by healthy people, and this dude is literally walking around with an arrow in his lungs.
I was
got
looking
you.
at boric acid when we said that.
No,
Yeah.
I remember now that you say it. It's a lot going on. This fight's very exciting. Guys, this fighting is so much fun.
All right, so that guy also missed with a 1, so I'm thinking that he probably has too much blood in his eyes to actually see what's happening and is just swinging wildly. Al just tanked around really well. Lots of little dodges, lots of little shimmies.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Vicious Mockery at the head Dragonborn.
You're going to burn us...
It's a cantrip.
This is a cantrip, okay.
Yeah.
So...
It's very
unleash
easy
it-
for Al to mock people.
String
Yes.
of insults laced with subtle enchantments. must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next attack.
All right, so he has to make a wisdom saving throw, which is not particularly his strong suit. Let me see here. He does not. That was another 1. This guy is just dead now. Like, you insulted him to death.
Well, did you do the 1d4 damage, or do I need to roll that?
He has 1 HP, so if you want to, you can rub salt in the wound. Like, you can actually
Let's
see if
how
you
bad I
overkill
kill
him.
I did get a 4.
All right, so you full on, like, he's actually...
suck, good sir!
He's actually technically...
Your bad, and that rat you killed stank real bad.
He's
Do
technically...
not start your own perfume line. His head just explodes.
Wow, that was vicious.
He's technically unconscious for now. Like, he is fading fast. Like, if there was a healer around, they could pull him up, but we're not worrying about death saving throws right now.
No, it's good to cover that, because that's right.
It's gonna be getting harder as you guys level, especially because things are gonna have more HP and everything else.
And that applies to us, too, right?
Yeah, like, if you
we
go
don't
unconscious, you're not dead. Like, unless something doubles your HP, like, which is possible right now. Like, you could easily fight, like, an ogre that would give, like, 25 damage to you, and you would just be outright dead. But whenever you go to 0, you just fall unconscious.
I mean, technically, that did happen last episode, but
yeah,
I think there was a lot going on, and I didn't remember it, but yes.
Yeah. There are worse things than recovering some rules. All right, so now it is Joe's turn.
Sorry, just remembering when Alan was killed, Hannah.
Oh, memories.
So, the Sacred Flame you speak of is a cantrip, eh?
Yes.
I can just cast those all day long?
Yeah, it's a cantrip that automatically hits. You roll a d8. Like, basically, you bathe it in radiant fire damage. And it automatically hits. I can make a wisdom saving throw. So, like, that's the only way they can resist it, but you don't have to roll a d20 to make it hit.
Yeah, we're doing that.
All right. On which one?
They're both healthy, right?
Yeah, they're both full health.
And they're both next to Al, so there's not really a whole lot of strategy here.
Yeah.
On the taller one.
All right. So he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Man, I was gonna be Bane.
And
nope,
he did it.
Dexterity.
He just shrugged off all this fire that you hit him with.
No. It says dexterity.
Dexterity bonus. All right, okay. Dex save. So that would be your DC, which was character level plus. So he actually has to make, I think, a 14. He did not. So he takes... Roll the D8.
Go gaming rules.
Yay!
Rural lawyering. 5.
All right, so he takes 5 damage, and that actually, like, that incineration is kind of burning him from the inside with holy damage.
Yes.
Yes.
And he's kind of boiling a little bit. He looks like he's pretty beat up. Like, he doesn't look like he's doing too well.
The term is bloodied, right?
Yes,
is that
bloodied.
That's an
I just was
term?
trying to think of a way to describe, like, him having internal fire damage. And it wasn't bloodied, unless his
Medium rare.
brain is just melting or something. Yeah, medium rare. That's where he's at right now.
Well, I guess cover bloodied, too. I don't know if Alan and Hannah know that.
I've heard the term in other D&D podcasts I've listened to.
Bloodied is generally a term you use whenever there's, like, sub 30%. Like, between 50 and 30, like, or lower, you can say bloodied. Bruised is like 75%. I don't know the exact numbers most people use, but I would say he's definitely bloodied.
Below half. You usually throw the term bloodied out or give a really, really bad description of violence.
Yeah. All right, and now it's back to Hannah's turn. What is Hi Buddy gonna do?
Hi, buddy.
Every time.
Yeah, wow. You understand we're in a fight. We're probably going to call on you at some point, right?
It's like I'm listening to the podcast, though. I kind of like start being like, oh, okay, they're doing this, and yeah.
Yeah, you're in the podcast, Hannah.
Yes.
Let me go read Twitter while you do your turn now.
So there's still...
Says the guy who was Googling, like, what colors turn
Boric
torches.
No, I'm actually reading Twitter. Tony, stop distracting me. John Jones has an Air Supply song running through his head.
So there's still 2 healthy ones?
Well, there's one that's that's bloodied and one that is perfectly fine.
Okay, is it okay if I just leave those to the other guys and if I just go for the kid? And, like, just...
Yeah, you can do that
try
if
to
you
get
like.
to him, 'cause...
You want to kill the kid, eh?
go for the kid.
The high elf has her own set of motivations.
Yeah, just since there's only one
technically-
healthy and then one that isn't doing
I mean,
so
there's
hot.
nobody else in the cave. Like,
That
nobody's
we've
gonna hurt
seen.
him.
Yeah, that you see.
Okay.
Like,
Do
that.
You could also go towards the kid and fire an arrow back because you can move like 30 feet or
Okay,
so.
I didn't know if there was like a restriction
Ooh.
on doing multiple things at the same time. Multitasking. Okay.
Actually, the way I'm looking at this map right now, you guys are still kind of fighting at the tunnel. So if you try to run towards the kid, they're going to get what's called an attack of opportunity, where they just see you running by and they know your defenses aren't up, so they would get a swipe at you.
Go, what
So-
Okay. It
I
just
don't
feels
know,
a little
like, that's up
repetitive.
to
Just
you.
like, okay, shooting. Okay, shooting. Okay,
Well,
shooting.
The best thing is, at level 2, you get a whole bunch of spells, and you can start like making brambles like tear people apart from the ground and all sorts of other stuff. It's just you're a little more vanilla at level
Okay.
1.
I guess I'll shoot for the healthy one then.
Listen,
That's
fine. You could
murdering
also
people with
run up-
arrows is just fine with me.
What?
Murdering
You
people
can't-
with arrows who are trying to kill me, that's perfect. You just keep doing that.
Already took out
I don't
one
care
for
if you're
you.
typecast.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm saying that it's not boring. That's good stuff.
All right, so Hannah, roll your d20 and a d4.
Oh, and a D4. How do I read the D4?
That's really impossible.
If it's one of the weird ones, then it's the one on the
Oh,
bottom.
okay.
Otherwise, it's
Where
All
is
right.
my D4?
So,
I thought the thing's on the
6 and
floor.
3.
so plus
Oh,
5.
Yes.
That makes
Get in the habit. Get
that
in the
makes
habit.
14, and that is going to hit. Now roll your d8. Was this on the wounded one or the one that's
The
perfectly,
perfectly fine one.
She said healthy.
One, yes.
All right.
5.
All right, so that is plus 5 with your dex, and that guy actually just falls to the ground like arrow right in his sternum.
Yeah, Hannah's
Yeah, Hannah's kind of dead eye right now.
God, it's scaring me. But sure.
All right, so now there is only one left, and he's going to take his turn right now, unless Hannah wants to, like, because you killed that one, if you want to run to the boy, you can right now, because that was the one that was going to swipe at you.
Okay.
So you can do that if you'd like to go over and check on him, or be in position to check on him next turn.
I'll just go ahead and go to the kid now, since like these two seem to be perfectly fine now. I should hope so anyway. 2 of them
All right.
against one
Yeah.
stupid guy.
Do you want to roll a perception
Sure.
check?
And that's D20.
Yeah.
9.
All right, plus wisdom?
1, so 10.
All right. That's enough to see that you can see that whatever ritual they did to him is like where the blood hit, it's sort of kind of blistering a little bit. Like
Oh.
you can see that he's kind of where the blood and everything hit is kind of going a little bit gangrenous style.
Oh, that's lovely.
I love that
yeah,
song.
so it's yeah.
Gangrenous
He-
style.
Whoop, whoop.
I'll say that was funnier than just Tony laughing.
Gangnam style.
But Al decided to piggyback onto the joke.
But yeah, like you're over there, and like in the next turn, you can either do like a first aid check or things like that. But that is your turn. Now it is currently their turn. He's going to try to take another swipe at. I think this one was in front of Joe, so
No,
he's going to try to.
I'm clear. They were definitely
Yeah, there was two in front of me.
They
Oh,
were
yeah.
ganging up on Al.
He took a swipe at Al and got a 2
Ganging up
because
style.
I cannot roll today. All
Wow.
right, so that guy missed. Also, eventually, you guys are going to have like multiple attacks that you get to do every round and all sorts of other stuff.
The
So I
monk
know
had
it
a lot of
seems,
that, which was interesting.
yeah, like monks will have like 12 different, or maybe not 12, but they'll get like a whole bunch of attacks that usually hit but don't do a lot of damage as you just piece somebody up. But
That looked like fun, but I
that
didn't pick
that
that.
attack missed. It is now Albert's turn.
There's still 2 or is there only the one left?
There's
Get off
only
of
the
Twitter.
one left.
No, I'm not. I'm just. It's hard to. It's
Alright.
keeping it visualized in my head. I know Hannah took the one guy down.
Can you do something to maybe immobilize? I wouldn't mind questioning the guy.
Well, one of these guys is still technically unconscious.
Oh yeah.
So,
Okay.
like, if you want to question somebody,
Murder away.
you can.
I think I'm just gonna hit him with my short sword.
All right, try it.
You get a D4 also.
D20.
Yep, D20 plus your D4.
All right. Is there also like any modifiers from the other stuff?
Your strength modifier.
Okay, so that is
Any other dice we can add to that?
22.
Oh wow, never mind.
Yeah, it has to be a nat 20 to be a critical, but that definitely hits.
Okay. And then
So
what do I roll
roll-
for damage?
Whatever it is for short sword. You should have this written down next to short sword, but I can look it up
I
if you don't.
didn't have it written down for short sword.
Short
I
sword.
did. I just was putting. I just put down the items. I didn't realize that I needed to have the.
Yeah,
how
put
to
this
use them.
next to the short sword. 1d6. So it's 1d6 plus your strength modifier.
D6. They're so small.
Okay, rolling my d6, and then plus my strength. That is a 5.
All right, and that's actually going to put him unconscious as well. So you just kind of give a little stabby stab right in the belly.
Yeah, I was gonna say I stabbed right up into his groin, and he lost a lot of blood. You know that thing from what was the book with the techno stuff and the god gun?
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, that one. There was a girl in there with the glass knife, and she just sliced the guy open underneath and like opened up his vein, and he just like essentially all of his blood fell out of him. I do that.
Right.
In the background, you smell a child burning with gangrene.
I
I
cast
got-
cure. Are we still in the combat? Can I cast cure wounds on him?
Can Hannah do something to him?
Combat is over.
Spells?
Hannah's going to have spells next level. She
Okay.
gets spell casting at level 2.
Okay.
I want to cure his wounds if I can.
All right, so you go up.
I might have a... Do I have a cantrip that does that? Can I mend the child?
There is some cantrip. I'm trying to remember which it is that might be like a cure disease or something like that.
No,
but
I
let
don't
me.
have
Mending is for objects, not for people.
Yeah, I thought I knew that.
All right, so Hannah's over there. Hannah, do you want to do anything, or what are you doing right
didn't
now?
you say there's a first aid check? Is that just to look over his condition more, or?
Yeah,
So am I not allowed to cast cure wounds on him?
you're allowed to. I was just saying Hannah's right there.
Okay.
So Hi Buddy, like you can start walking up to the kid, but Hi Buddy was already right there.
You said the kid was like tied down or something?
Yeah, the
Okay,
kid's
can
tied
I-
up.
Don't untie him until we know if he's going to be evil after
I'm
this spell.
pretty sure he's not evil.
I mean, you don't know what these spells
Well, I can
do.
kill him if he is.
Either
You're
does-
it would be easier to kill him if he was tied up. That's all I'm
What if
saying.
it's just an innocent little
We can-
kid and he's just been, traumatized?
kid-
Kid's
Then we'll
just weeping. The kid's just weeping as like the
Yeah,
green
I'm
starts to
untying
grow
the kid.
further
It
over
could
his
be a
body.
trick.
That's fine. I'll kill him if he's bad.
I mean, she did do most of the heavy lifting during that fight.
All right,
Fine.
so Al, do you want to cast Cure Wounds?
Yes, I do. It's a 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability, which I don't know which one that is.
That would be Wisdom.
All right, that's a 5.
All right, so you hit him for 5 health, and he definitely looks like he's feeling a little bit better. And as soon as that happens, the gangrene stuff starts to grow again.
Crap.
Like it starts growing outward. And Joe, if you want to roll an insight check,
I can do that.
do you have a proficiency in insight? I don't know what your proficiencies
I
are.
do. And I got a 19.
All right. So you understand that this is a disease and that Cure Wounds is more for like if somebody's actually opened up or there's something bad going on inside, like an actual wound. Like you know that you need to cast Lesser Restoration if you want to cure the wounds
I don't have that.
or cure the disease.
But that's
Or
what
somebody,
would do it?
yeah, like a Lesser Restoration or something of that nature.
Does anyone have something that will like lesser restoration?
No. I have cure wounds. That was my Healy thing.
Yeah, I don't have. I
Oh,
have.
that's a 2nd level cleric spell.
Yes.
All right.
Hang on, I've got what healing word? I've got that too. I can inflict wounds.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna.
I
check on the
was
baby real
going
quick.
under the. All right.
You are checking on the baby.
If he's bad, you can kill him.
Hannah's really into character. That was
we
funnier
might have
too. Jeez.
We might have to retcon that because I assumed you had Lesser Restoration and this was actually going to be
What
like
happens
a
when
huge
you
plot
assume?
point.
Yeah, well, just let
Assume
the
A.
kid die. What kind of information does he have? I don't.
I think he wanted just me to be able to cure him.
Yeah, I don't want to get too much into spoilers about what was going to happen if you didn't cure him.
Well, we can't.
Yeah.
Try
I
Thunderwave.
stab him with my knife. Well, that didn't work.
Hannah's hi buddy's not here, so whatever you have to do.
All right. So, if you want to try healing him again, you might be able to slow this down a little bit, but you're not sure you're going to be able to actually restore him. It's probably going to be something where you have to take the boy to another cleric.
Didn't I already slow him down?
You did,
Slow down?
and he's got healing words, so it's kind of it's taking a lot to slow this down
I
because
also
it's
have
just
cure
festering
wounds.
in him.
Let's just hold off on that until it starts to look bad. If it's a ticking clock thing, I want to be able to reset the clock with as much time gone as possible.
Also, I want you guys to roll a perception check.
Alright. 7.
2.
Oh, plus wisdom, right?
3.
That's a 9.
Joe?
15.
All right, so Joe is the only one to notice that there's a giant mirror on the wall that's basically been showing a guy with a beard this whole time watching you.
Santa.
I'm the only one to notice that?
Yeah, because you guys are terrible at perception. Like, nobody's rolling
Seems like
perception
that would be in the
checks.
basic description of the room.
Yeah, but like you guys didn't go fully into the room until after the fight.
Fine.
I nudge Hi Buddy and Top Athena, and I'm like, hey guys, there's a giant mirror over there.
And by giant, it's like a 4x5, so it's not like an entire wall. You just
a
notice
bearded
this
dude
guy.
watching us.
I walk over and I'm like, hey, what's up?
Also, you hear a lot of gurgling as these other cultists are starting to pass. If you're wanting to question one, you might have to do something about that.
That was Joe's shtick. I want to talk to the guy in the mirror.
Unfortunately, the guy in the mirror doesn't want to talk to you.
Aww.
Nobody wants to
He
talk
yells
to me.
He yells out, "Tiefling!"
What? What?
It's fine. I'll go talk to the dying guys. Joe, you talk to the other dude.
Is that your name,
Tiefling.
Tiefling?
No, Trafina is my name. You are a tiefling, Joe.
That's a joke.
Oh, it's a joke.
Just trying to lighten the mood here in the room. The crowd's really dead. Man, that's another
Do you
one.
approach-
Jesus. Is my mic
No,
on?
that one I got. I just... Well, no, actually, I thought you were being actually insulting.
Right.
He yells, "Tiefling!" again, trying to get your attention.
I'm like, yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching you. I'm hearing you.
He says,
bearded
"Why do
dude."
you serve masters who despise your kind? What farce this holy power that flows through you is. There will come a time where the light fades from you, where the fearful these fearful creatures abandon you. Your birthright is demonic power far greater than the cloth can ever bestow. I know your true name, Manwith. The 9 hells await your homecoming someday. Someday the pact will be offered and true power awaits. Before the pillars of this world rot, we will be waiting at the crossroads of your heart. Warlock, do not turn it down." And he waves his hand and the mirror shatters.
I mean, that's just your opinion, man. I don't.
You leave some literature or
looking
something for
around
me to
like,
read later?
Right then. What'd you say, Al?
I just said, can you... treating him like a, a door-to-door religious person. It's like, just leave me some literature to read later.
I'd like to subscribe to your newsletter, Broken Mirror. Yeah, I'm as baffled
Can I
as
get your
anyone else
business
is.
card and we'll call you back? Hit me up on LinkedIn.
I also sort of try and convey that I didn't understand that. I mean, Manwith. That sounded really weird. I'm trying to make sure that the murderous elf and the murderous gnome aren't like, hey, let's murder some more. I'm just like, guys, I don't know what that was. It's okay. You just knew my name, that's all. It was weird.
How do you guys react?
I mean, I think we should go to the elves who are still alive. We go with Joe's original plan. Manwith's original plan and say,
What
hey,
elves?
who is that dude? Do you guys know anything about him?
They're bleeding out and unconscious.
No, they're
I thought we
dragonborn. They're not elves.
Yeah,
I didn't say they were elves. Did I say they were elves?
you did, but that's okay.
Okay, sorry.
I got confused. Was what I heard. Right.
I don't know why.
Hannah, do you want to try to use your medical skills on
Oh,
the
I have
child?
medical skills. Yeah, yes.
Yes, Rangers typically have like herbalism and things like that as something that they're proficient in. If you want to
She
try,
cuts off the necrotic skin, exposing the skull beneath.
using
pretty
just an
metal.
arrowhead to scrape it off.
No, she shoots it. Watch this shot.
It's worked before.
True.
Yeah. I'll try to do some medical stuff to the kid.
I'm gonna let you have the bless because it's pretty much only been a minute. So if you want to roll it with a D4.
Okay, and you said and D20 for the thingy. D20, 20.
Yeah, D20 and the D4.
Okay, those two are 7.
Those dice make noises.
Plus, you said plus Dex?
Yeah.
And so
No, it's plus. We're gonna call this plus wisdom.
Okay, 8 in total.
That's a bad roll.
Yeah, it's not a great one. All right. So with the healing that was bestowed on him earlier, the green patchiness is kind of slowed down a little bit. Like you can tell he's still very sick, but he seems stable right now. So like I think there's only so much worse that this can get right now. So you've kind of stopped it enough that you'll be able to get him out of the cave.
I've got another big heal in my pocket for if it starts to look like it's turning. Also.
Okay. So
I tell that to Hannah or everyone else. Like,
all right.
If it starts to get worse again, I do have a heal. I'm saving it for that, though.
All right, and now it's Al's turn and your turn to figure out what to do with these dying Dragonborn.
Well, I think Al was
if they can't talk to us, then why not? I guess we kill them off.
Who said they can't talk to us? Did you try?
I did.
That, another one took his last breath.
Oh.
Tony wouldn't let me talk to him.
Yeah,
I guess we can try to heal them if they're not going to attack us.
All you have to do for medical is like to go up and roll a medical check to see if you can if you can stabilize them.
Okay, I do that. What's a medical check?
Just roll a die.
20?
Yeah, D20.
All right. Well, that was a 7. I've still got this within 10 minutes, so I still have my D4, right?
1 minute, but yes.
It's 1 minute, so you're about to lose it, so just on this roll you can have it.
Plus wisdom?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's 9, 13.
All right, you stabilize him. This is the one that was stabbed in the groin, so you had to just kind of shove something up there and like pinch off a bloodied vessel.
Yep, that's me, Trufina.
Yep. So
what does that mean? That is so Trufina.
I'm always grabbing people in the crotch.
Just absolute. They call that a Trufina.
When you're a bard, they let
you
do whatever you want to.
Joe also has a cantrip called Spare the Dying if you wanted to use that. I guess you could have picked Spare the Dying, but you did not.
I did not.
Okay. So this guy is kind of stabilized and he's back at 1 HP, so you can kind of question him if you want.
Hey, what's up with the dude in the mirror?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, okay. Well, I can let you die, I guess.
Good cop, bad cop. Like, listen, buddy, this gnome really wants your blood.
I have Euclid come out of my bag and start, threaten his eyes.
God! I could be a gnome that's kind of afraid of combat and violence. I always try and solve things with that. My squirrel goes for his eyes.
Because he's unrestrained, he grabs the squirrel and throws it across the room.
Oh, no.
Squirrel's fine.
Yeah, it lands fine. It can land. It's just he wasn't restrained. So
a bad threat.
I guess we should fix that right now. I have some rope or something, I'm pretty sure, in my kit.
All right, we're gonna speed this up along. Do you want to say
manacles?
That you
I have
him
manacles.
For a
I put him in my manacles.
All right,
and punch him. Not to actually do damage. I just want him to know that I'm mad that he threw my squirrel around.
All right, he's like, okay. If you let me live and let me go, whenever you're done here, I'll tell you everything.
Well, we'll see. You do the talking, and we'll think about the letting go.
What else are we doing here?
Are you gonna ask him a question? We got a lot to cover here. We gotta hurry.
What was up with the dude in the mirror?
We don't know his name. He's been guiding us in the ways of Encabulus for a long time.
Encabulus, huh? That's just like the thing that horse thief was talking about.
It's not a horse thief.
The bird was not a horse thief, but
no, the wizard we were with took Ferdinand's horse, and Al's been hung up on it for weeks.
Didn't even pay him. Is all I'm saying.
That's how Poom Allman rolls.
Yes, him. And then Alan told him the toothless guys
what's up? Okay, what's up with the kid? What were you trying to do? Were you just following instructions, or did you know what the end game was here?
the end game is we're trying to provide more power to Capulus. We were trying to start we're trying to bring a new plague. It's his bidding. He wants these souls back.
What kind of plague are we talking about?
You can kind of see it on the boy.
Right, but I have this feeling that what kind of plague we might be talking about is one where people look like they're dead, but they're not really dead. Are we going to be in one of those kind of situations?
Not really. They just, get painfully and die.
Dang it.
What?
Really hoping for some zombies.
Oh.
He can't lie to you, by the way.
He can't?
He can.
Oh, he can lie.
Because I don't have, zone of truth or anything.
Yeah.
Why do you want zombies so badly? Zombies aren't that
fun.
uncommon. That's part of my dealing as a cleric. They happen.
Can I search him real quick? See if he's got anything cool on him?
You see that he's got his robes. He's got,
I strip him naked.
Was this the head cultist?
No,
this was
but I
just
do
one of
want
the
to get
normal
his
ones.
amulet in a second.
All right, so you search him. He's basically just got basic caster stuff, just some reagents. Not a whole lot. Once again, he smells very bad.
Yeah,
so I strip him naked.
blood.
I take his robe.
Listen, whatever weird stuff you're doing.
All right.
With the naked
All
guy.
right,
We're gonna let him go after this. I don't want him to be able to run very fast.
Okay. So, he asks if he can go
What does being naked have to do
Wait,
with running
who's naked?
fast?
because he's running through the forest naked. Is basically what Al's
But
going to
why?
make him do.
Yeah.
What are you hazing him?
He tried to kill him dead with the rotten rat poison.
Al just really wants this rotten, gross robe that's covered in blood. And
I'm gonna leave
all
the
sorts
robe
of
here
awful-
and burn it or whatever.
This is weird. I'm sort of stepping back towards High Buddy, and I'm like, all right, I'm a little more focused on the kid as well.
I
Al
very
can do
slowly
whatever he
cut the
wants
robe
to.
away from his body.
One of you guys also looks up.
My other
and
hand is still on his groin, by the way.
to the top left. You notice that there's a hole that's basically like a ventilation shaft that you could have checked out from the other hallway. But
Yeah, I figured that
that's
was what
irrelevant.
that was.
There's also a door to the right of you guys on the opposite side of the chamber.
I want to get the kid to safety. I'm with High Buddy here.
But there's other kids, though, right?
You don't know that yet. You know that they have abducted kids, but you don't know if they're actually here.
Yeah, this is the one we know for certain is harmed,
how
too.
many other caves are there in the hills?
What?
I mean, there could be a lot, but it seems like
We didn't get
the
a head count
kobolds
of-
aren't going to have, a distribution center for
We
multiple...
don't know how many kids they kidnap. We never really got hard info there. We just heard kids. There was a
Fine,
couple
I
in
guess we
cages
can-
outside. And then this one.
And these are the only dragon... They probably aren't, 8 different other dragonborn groups all working on different kids, so I guess we're safe to go to the village and get info?
Yeah, if you want to just abandon everything else that's in this place.
I think we need to break here is what's going on.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
All right.
We're up against time. How long is there? Where are we at time-wise on the...
An hour and 8 minutes.
That'll cut out fine. Yeah.
All right, so do you want to at least search the head cultist and everything real quick?
Yeah, I do that.
All right, let me find my loot page real quick.
I get my manacles back from Nudie Man also. In case I need to use
Now
them
he's
again.
not restrained.
All right, so
Really counting on the power of him being naked to stop him from doing a lot of things.
He has 1 HP. I'll take the risk.
Still was able to throw your scroll
all
across
right,
the room.
so Al, you find a bag, but it feels a little bit weird. Like you reach into it, and all of a sudden your arm is just kind of embodied by the bag, and you can just feel a bunch of crap floating around in it.
Bag of
I send
holding.
Euclid in to check the situation out.
What's that?
I'm half joke. I said I send Euclid in to check it out.
That's a bad idea. That's a pocket dimension with no oxygen.
Well, then I don't do that.
I'm pretty sure it's a bag of holding. Tony's been
I know it is.
hinting at giving us one of these for a while.
Yeah, and whenever you pull out things from the bag, you find a bunch of scrolls that are written in Draconic, and you suspect they might be for the rituals that you were just watching.
Awesome.
There's a bag with around 300 gold in it. There's about 4 health potions, and that's all that's in this bag.
Should we divide up the gold evenly, guys?
Or do you want to keep it in the bag for now until you get back to town?
I just wanted to write down how much gold I had on my little sheet here.
Yeah, each of you have about 300 gold.
Well, no, we
Or
don't
about
each
100
have...
gold, yeah.
Yeah, I had 60 before from after the stuff I all bought, so I'm gonna put a 1
Joe,
there.
whoever's closest to the cultists, if they want to grab the necklace, you guys can check that out too.
I want to, insight or look at it or something.
Whenever you pick up the necklace, you can tell that there's some sort of magic inside of it. It takes time to attune to objects, but being that you are a man of the cloth and you've researched many religions, you have a suspicion that it is actually a necklace that is good for poison resistance, because that is pretty much in Cabulos's game, poison and disease. Whoever ends up wearing that will get half damage on poison or disease while they wear it.
Can we put it on the kid for now?
If you want to.
I mean, I don't know how often he's taking damage. I know it is poison damage he's taking from this stuff. So that seems like the right move at this exact moment.
All right. So you put it on the kid, and you notice that the disease and everything kind of stops. Like, it's just kind of halted for now. He still has the sores, but it isn't growing anymore. It's not visibly growing, and the kid kind of lets out a sigh like it felt good to have that around his neck.
Nice!
Well done, gnome.
And also, it is very much illegal in this world to wear that necklace, so be careful who you wear it in front of.
Oh. Well, thanks for warning about us about that ahead of time. Is that something we knew about?
That's part of the insight check that that the religious or the cleric would know.
Guys, that's poison.
It's in Cabulos's sigil.
That's in Calculus's symbol.
So his parents might reject him or whatever when we take him back to town?
We're going to take the necklace off before we show him to anyone.
Fine. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, I'm not going to let the kid have the necklace.
There's more to be done in this dungeon, but I think we got to wrap it up here.
Yep.
So I think that's going to do it for Heroes of Epic Proportions. We had our second major battle, I guess, and we got to kill some Dragonborn, some kid got saved, and all of them feel slightly more magical as everyone in the party levels up.
Yay!
And I'll talk to you each individually about some of the stuff that you get for leveling up and how to do that, but that's table talk, so we might not include that in one of these episodes because it gets kind of long.
I actually enjoy table talk, but I think I'm a freak like that.
Yeah, I do too. Maybe we'll have that as part of the next episode. We'll talk about it. Thank you all for listening. If you enjoy this, please share it with #HEP. And yeah, we will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
If you like the stuff you see on this channel, consider supporting us by becoming a member at humanechoes.com. Members get access to cool stuff like shirts and pins and the awesome bonus podcast. Click the link in the description to find out more.